Man in the wilderness. Yeah, man, the renegade were not afraid about to them, man. Yeah, man, but there, man. Blessed evening. You know, man. You know, so we can't pet and tail. We don't know that already, don't it? All right, so hear this now. Now I come fully now to Dr. Crab and this visa thing where I talk about, them are cancel with Cuban and Angle Cuban, them like them are outcasts. I mean, I say, a time for Jamaica learn to deal with the neighbor better than this. Yeah? In every crisis, them come to a head. But another first, them get angry. So we look on 1981 and 1983 when I play some things and show say them get expel and anger, bad and all kind of things and accused of everything. Yeah? I'm going to show you that. But I look on what Dr. Club say, and I look on a Cuban we live in Jamaica and just listen what she say. Them have to go through for come to Jamaica. Listen to hardship. But our people go learn, then them always help we out. It bad. Time for it stop too. Make we have a Dr. Club say first. And then we are going in a series of things. This are 2023. And this is what Crab do. Look what Crab do.
Yeah. It's a Cuba, my next door neighbor. Look here. Jamaica to discontinue visa-free transit to Cubans. Who do it? The National Security Minister, Dr. Crab. This is how you treat the people them after the pandemic. Them send doctors and nurses when nobody else now do that and well busy. Them do too much thing by our side and this I want to do all right but let in Chinese. Are you a descent? We are born this.
Yes.
We are born this. Yeah? Look here. The Gleaner, Jamaica is to remove visa-free transit for Cubans. Currently, nationals are allowed to transit to Jamaica for up to 3 days. In a notice to the public today, the Minister of National Security stated that the allowance will be discontinued effective March the 13th. All other visa requirements for Cuban entering Jamaica remain the same.
You know why the visa requirement too? Why make a Cuban talk because she put up her things so we are listening.
The ministry did not explain the reason for the move last November. In the ministry, them not explain this. You understand? You see me I say? Hear this now. Hear this now. And this is why them say them move it last November. The paper reported that the government was seeking to curb an influx of Cubans who appear to be appearing
of people who appear. Them not have no proof of that, you know. Them not have no proof of that. But them appear to be using like a Uncle Jamaica alone. Them can go. Or them can fly go to other places. And like Cuba alone go. That means if we can depend on Cuba for anything. But if we Cuba that depend on, we that fail. Now I hear what the Cubans say about it, you know. Who appears to be using Jamaica. If you go do it, if you reach in North America, but them they closer to America than we there, you know. Through boat and through all kind of things. Just watch this.
Using Jamaica as a transit point to Central America.
Transit point, but uno make Colombia, uno big boys take Jamaica for Cork Port. And down there, so them just send things in a duffel bag. And them kind of tourists they wanna send in our place. And them I use it to go in a North America. Eh? And that's okay. That's true. Cuban complain to the Americans about una ignore the fact with the jugs running and the jugs mule and everything. And the amount of jugs are running in a Jamaica water. And that? Alright. Go and listen.
In an attempt to illegally gain entry into the United States.
So you the business. Somebody come in your country. Look how much people come in our country. All look how much we. Because me do island tapping, you know. Me do it. So I go Antigua, then go Barbados, then go St. Lucia, go Trinidad. Me do these things. Me do it. See? You got enough people now, them can't go Africa because them not have no visa that way. That when them do, them go to Panama or go to South America. Them fly, them do it. So them go cross. Eh? So two them stop our people and say, no, try go to America and because you use yeah, so even Dominican Republic, you go down the way there and then go back up there, so I'll do a side that way. And them know that. But you are say it appears and you rush the people. Them I make you hear what them say. That's what I'm.
You see for them style. Eh? You just the Cuban them come to it appear. Them all use visa, the next door neighbor. People go train and thing and them doctor help you all the while, them give it school, them give everything. Yeah? But when you can have the influx of Chinese in our place. Yeah, Cuba never do nothing yet, you know. All them do help Jamaica, you know. Yeah? When is a set on uno. Yeah, man, what for born this man?
And look how we are born it now. I listen with the Cuban young miss say we live in Jamaica now. But I could hear a reason how them deal with she for people just come to Jamaica. Just listen here. Listen here.
Jamaica discontinues 3-day visa for Cubans. If you're new here, I am Cuban and I live in Jamaica. And if you're not so new here, you have seen me share the struggles of a Cuban to leave Cuba. We have it hard. Leaving Cuba is difficult. Just to come to Jamaica, you need a highfalutin visa process. Like if I want my grandmother to come visit me, I have to show the immigration services here my letter with all the money I have in the bank, with all the properties that I have here, a job letter saying how much money I make, and my family then will go and apply for a visa there, and they have to go through an interview process just like going to America. Just like how apply for a visa to go to America, I saw a Cuban have to do to come to Jamaica. Now, I'm gonna share with you the reasons behind this. So, Jamaica had to act against transit abuse by Cubans, according to Mr. Shang, and they cannot allow the abuse of using Jamaica as an illegal transit point. You're late. I want you to pay special attention to this last paragraph here. The United States has complained about an influx of Cuban travelers who have been making their way to the US-Mexico border. Now, I will reserve my opinion on this one. As I said, I am Cuban, I live in Jamaica. I live Yeso, okay? But you read the news. You read the reason behind why. And they have to control using Jamaica as a point for illegal. All I have to say about that is that you are late. The United States have changed their laws. What this has caused is just preventing regular people Cubans who had a little money, who could have come to Jamaica, to not be able to do that anymore. Nobody now come here so to go to America again. That's not aware again. But anyways, I saw it.
See what she said? Them change them law, them late. Them gonna make it hard for Cuban. You what them do now? When them want to use Cuban, the doctors, them and the thing them. When we have the pandemic, our doctor and nurse them are run. Yeah? Jody and she died because our doctor and nurse them are run. Look what Cuba do for we. Look here.
140 Cuban health professionals. This consists of 90 nurses, 46 medical practitioners, and 4 therapists. They will be deployed right across Jamaica to help in this fight against COVID-19.
Them are professionals, I said. And by the way, me hear say them cap like the nurse them when them are 2150. Them nearly one country can send so much for them professional, too much nurses and doctors and thing and specialists, to come help Jamaica. But that's how we deal with them. Me can't say through this. Look here.
The nurses, they consist of critical care nurses.
Yeah.
We have emergency nurses. We have medical surgical nurses. So they are well equipped to take care of all the different issues that should be coming forth as it relates to COVID-19.
Now, as you know, we have a long-standing relationship with Cuba. and the Cuban government, and in the area of medical care. We have the Cuban eye care program. We have over 300 Cuban healthcare professionals who are here already, and they provide significant value to our public health system. And that has been a
Significant value to your public system. You can't treat them people, some man. No, sir. Listen.
long-standing tradition. So today, what we are witnessing is a continuation of that friendship and relationship. And in the time of crisis, this emergency that we have, COVID-19, the Cuban government, the Cuban people, through Madam Ambassador and the embassy here, have risen to the occasion. They have heard our appeal and they have responded. And we are very, very
Heard the appeal and responded. When they go through crisis same way. And them have it and them come and I say, yeah, them can't make we sink. Them can't make we dead out and mash up. You see it? All right?
related to have today these 140 members of the medical fraternity coming in from Cuba. We know it's a challenging time for us, as it is for the world, but our friendship with the Cuban people has been strong in the area of healthcare. You have continued to give really important support to us, and you are so welcome now because of all the challenges that we are facing. Okay, so thank you very much. So you are going to be processed at immigration, and then you're going to relax. 14 days. And we're going to ensure that you have all that you need to relax. After those 14 days, then you're going to work. I have a world-class team, I must tell you, in terms of the public health personnel, the leadership, because we anticipated that the day would come when we would need these persons from early.
When we will need them. I'm no member, I know, no America, nobody else just send them, and Cuba send them. Always don't burn a bridge. Always remember this. You understand? Always.
In the day, I mean, as far back as a month and a half or more ago. So in the planning stages, we had made contact with our friends in Cuba through the embassy here, and we developed a contingency by assessing what we think we would need or how many persons, different categories, and made the request very early, engaged in the recruitment and selection. And so, in a sense, we have arrived at the appropriate time.
At the appropriate time, I save life. If Jamaica for rise up against Dr. Crop still in the government with them foolishness, you don't do that. Don't do it. Yeah, the lady will live at Jamaica, but a Cuban for your grandmother come visit, where she have to do. Eh? Come on now. And Jamaican book not good enough. If you have Jamaican book, you have no which place you can go without a visa. Maybe the Lime Key were a part of Jamaica. You can't go. That's why they say in a Cayman you have to have a visa. Nobody no want it. And then even down in the CARICOM, you got them turn your back. I know it's supposed to CARICOM, they must have no. You know? Them not really too one you there. Eh? And this you do to Cuban. Eh? We turn over the most doctors and nurses. What we short of? All right, to save life. Okay. All right.
You know, I have to give credit to the team, the permanent secretary, the chief medical officer, the chief nurse, and others who have really made this possible through forward planning, through forecasting, and in anticipation of what we have to deal with. There will be quarantine for 14 days, as is the protocol, after which we will give them a very warm welcome, and then they'll be deployed in various capacities to ensure that the front line is bolstered and strengthened to deal with the eventuality that we will have to confront. And that, I hope, will therefore minimize the impact, help us to overcome the challenges quickly, and by extension, therefore, to recover. It's all part of flattening the curve, trying to deal with the situation quickly rather than responding to it when it unfolds.
So you see it? So them come to the aid and we visit John Noah. When nobody else see we. It's unbelievable. You see me I say? Eh? You can look on the country them. Fighting dreamers. Look on the country them. It's 70 countries, so much country in the world. Which one of the country that you can go without a passport? Oh, you reach there. Because the country them where you don't want to go without visa, you know. Remember, you not go there, you know. Which Afghanistan and them places, you can point out to me. Most of the country, them down there, salute them, send a passport, them turn back people. Them turn back a lot of people. You see me, I said, just look on the country where you can go. No good. Don't good. See? All right, let me show you say it up now already in Jamaica. Watch this. Just look on this.
On this now. This was October the 30th, 1980.
Alright, so this.
Jamaica severed ties with Cuba. Move
Get us
closer to
stuck there. So
Washington.
this.
Remember the story, yeah? Look on this now.
We look on this.
Kingston, Jamaica. Prime Minister Edward
Get
Seago
us stuck.
severed
So it
Jamaica's
does. Yeah, remember that
one
sweet.
strong
Alright, so me quick. Alright, so I could see where it happened before. Let me draw up back that now. Let me draw up that. It happened before. Let me see the one I want. Alright, see it cut ties. Watch out.
Look on this now. This was October the 30th, 1981. Jamaica severed ties with Cuba. Move closer to Washington.
Okay.
Remember
So we severe tie with Cuba and move closer to Washington. Watch this. I'm going to the post and I'm going to see it. You know. Under the first stop.
story, yeah? Look on this now. Kingston, Jamaica. Prime Minister Edward Seago severed Jamaica's once strong diplomatic ties with Cuba, completing a dramatic swing in friendship from Havana to Washington that began with his election 1 year ago. See it? After Seago announcement Thursday that has stunned Jamaican Parliament, opposition members accuse him of trying to curry favor with Reagan administration and former Prime Minister Michael Mann call it a highly regrettable act.
Let me see it. So I'm going to show you say it happened before. It happened before, man. It happened before. Yeah? That's why I listen.
See? All right,
And listen where you hear the thing.
Seago said
now. Listen.
cut diplomatic relation because Fidel Castro government refused to return 3 Jamaican criminals.
3 Jamaican criminals. You want to put it down, mark it down, and you hear about the criminal them. Mark it down, you know. Show us something.
He gave Cuba diplomats 48 hours to leave and other Jamaica diplomats in Havana to come home in the same period.
Yeah? That's when you take talk from the masters. I like puppet, because you say, come home, we want 3 criminals, don't flash on the next one. I say, oh, you give me the criminal, all right, come home, like you have fight a Cold War, Jamaica. Because Jamaica. I do things to please Reagan at the time. All right, watch.
See them? 3 Jamaican criminals to come over.
Teacher, remember me could
Monday, opposition People National Party, which had good relationship with Cuba during his 8-year term of office ended by Seago October the 30th, 1980. Charged Seago with making fictitious argument to justify the break.
Okay.
Jamaica, just south of Cuba, had a diplomat.
And when you say fictitious making the break, remember, you know, me just say the government just go and say them want them have 30 criminal rights and home gun, but them not make the break from America, don't it? No. They must say, oh, we know who are sending the gun and I kill with people. When I ask them, I make the break same way. 30. You say want 3 criminal rights, okay. Well, can me use anything with them saying, I use a brush and run it right across, you know. That me tell you, say me a keen listener still, you know. All right, go on.
Relation with Castro regime since its independence from Britain, 1962. It is an action taken to curry favor with the American government in its war against Cuba, said the tiny communist Work Party of Jamaica. Said the tiny Communist Workers' Party of Jamaica. Cuban diplomatic officials in Kingston were unavailable for comment. Seago said he ordered officials to call in the Cuban interim charges the affairs Carlos Diaz on Wednesday and give Cuba 24 hours to return their 3 men allegedly hiding in Cuba: Anthony Brown, George Flash, and Michael Anderson, are wanted in charge of ranging from murder to bank robbery.
So they wanted for murder and bank robbery, and you send one diplomat and all kind of things. And you have people now in America, them say they want it for how much killing and everything and sending gun and kill everybody. But you know, draw back a diplomat and send home American diplomat. Right now. Okay. All right.
You hear this? It's at the same time when them let go, they show up past the same way, you know. Alright, watch this now. Seago said he broke relation with Cuba, did not comply. When Cuba did not comply, saying the men wouldn't be in Cuba without the knowledge and complicity of the Cuban authorities because of the way that society is organized. He implicated the opposition party, saying police knew they were in Cuba from tape recording and letters from Brown found in Paul Burks, chairman of the Youth Organization of People National Party. Seago and his Jamaica Labour Party won the election 1980 on a platform pledging to cut back and man the socialist measure and forcibly attack his good relation with Cuba. Seago emphasized private investment and good relationship with the West, and Reagan administration has pledged to aid Jamaica, encouraging business to consider investing. One of Seago's first act and taking power was to demand the recall of then Cuban ambassador Ulysses Estrada, whom he accused of interfering in Jamaica affairs.
So you say that was real Cold War going. So I don't know what happened. And it continued at 81. Yeah, and one of the first thing, remember, they do that before and then do one next thing, same I cut tie with Cuba. But Cuba still, beneficial and deal with Jamaica good. So the next time at 83, see that? I'm going to show them for that reminder. I like history,
Now this is November 1983. Prime Minister Edward Seago chose the order expulsion. Kingston, Jamaica. Prime Minister Edward Seago chose the order the expulsion of 4 Soviet diplomats and representative of Cuba official news agency for their alleged role in murder plot and warned Jamaica would respond to act of sabotage with shattering offensive.
So I have some murder plot and Jamaica will respond. This are the same Seago in the 70s where you say evening tide will burn down and all kind of things and all kind of things come in and CIA and all kind of things, Yeah, man. You see it? All right, good. Remember, me chat right across the board and me tell you say me can't be pet and team, me chat true to power. Me no business. Yeah? A man in the wilderness this. Watch this.
Close to the Prime Minister said Seago action was designed to link Soviet and Cuban activities in Jamaica to the situation in Grenada, where US-led troop landed last week after a bloody coup that killed Prime Minister Maurice Bishop. Remember them did get rid of Maurice Bishop at the time. I want saboteurs that in this dangerous time, when the future of our country is at stake, we will respond to any act of sabotage with a shattering offensive that will once and for all resolve any dilemma that may exist in the mind of some as to whether saboteur and traitors will be allowed to destroy our country.
So you see the same word, saboteurs and traitors. So who the word that come out, Who are the traitor? Who betrayed Jamaica for other country? Saboteurs and traitor. Some people, sometimes you see people who are faulting and them say the thing, you have to be careful, or who say the thing, Yeah. You understand, make the place get bloody and use politics and mash up the place and do all kind of things to place. Wow. Where we reach for that? Everything could have. So where Jamaica reach, where dollar reach, where it reach. You understand? True foolishness. Because you say you have a friend with a man or your neighbor and you not bow to nobody and walk on your foot, then you get the whole of this. All right. Watch this.
Hear this? Traitors and so what to her. Seago so you know. Seago traitor and so what to her. Eh?
All right.
Seago,
So why them not do it with China now? And China right now, I send balloon all over the place. And I build up, and I use me as a footstool, less of if anything, bomb drop in our place. All right?
I told the parliament, national broadcast speech, destroy the country. There was no immediate reaction from the Soviet Union or Cuba. See, this one, like, you know, Seago carry in the thing and say America, boom, bam, bam, people and them. Seago told Parliament that Foreign Minister Yusheva calling Soviet Ambassador Dmitry Petrovich and order him to reduce his current embassy staff to a size consist with bona fide activities.
So you're Jamaica, I tell you something. All of them, they son do this. But yes, them still go back now and sell go backside company to one of them Russia place and everything. You see anything they go? Eh? Okay.
Between the two countries. He did not say how many Soviets were accredited to the embassy, nor how many or when more Soviets would have to leave, in addition to 4 expel to trim the embassy to an acceptable size.
Yeah, there.
Seago, an ally of President Reagan, who contributed 150 soldiers to the U.S. Caribbean Task Force that invaded Grenada, told Parliament he was giving 4 Soviet diplomats 72 hours to leave Jamaica and Cuba. Prensa Latina News Agency Bureau Chief Deora Ibanez was told to leave within 48 hours.
See it?
No more work permit will be issued to the state-owned Cuban news agency, Seago said.
No permit.
The 4 Russians were identified as Victor Ivanovich, the name, senior first secretary, embassy staff, Vladimir, what is? Bondarif, and then the other one there with them name out. Seago said security officials discovered the 5 men were involved in plot to murder a woman.
Murder a woman. You have 100 people, 150 eventide old people murdered. Back in the come up to the 80 election. You remember? Back in the part of the 70s and come up to the 80s election. Yeah, man. Eventide burned down and when you look and the jail with them say them use. Be a foolish squad, you know. You know, make the economy scream. Okay. So back in them time, they want 4, you want 3 man, we want it. But look on this now. Look on this. Show your thing now. Why? For mind the people, them, you know. In at the same time, look on this now. Look on this.
In May 2010, the streets of Kingston, Jamaica became a war zone. Security forces attacked the country's most dangerous gang, the Shower Posse, and its notorious leader, Christopher Dudus Coke. His influence reached from the top of Jamaican politics all the way to the heart of Toronto's drug scene.
From the top away to the heart away. All right.
And it was Canadian police who helped hunt down the Kingston kingpin. John Lancaster traveled to Jamaica to bring us this story.
Far from the sun-soaked beaches of Jamaica lies Kingston, the country's financial and political capital. A city that gangs have transformed into one of the world's most violent places.
And they have been the key drivers for crimes in Jamaica, murders, shooting, robberies.
He was dangerous. His gang was dangerous.
Their deadly tactics were cast in the 1970s when the Shower Posse sided with the country's right-wing Jamaican Labour Party. They literally waged bloody street battles for votes for their political masters. By the
There it is.
1980s, they controlled much of Jamaica's gun and drug trade. Seemingly unstoppable, they set their sights on America, killing 1,400 people there in turf wars. The entire operation was run out of a small Jamaican garrison known as Tivoli Gardens, an area so dangerous to the uninvited, not even the army or police would enter.
This is the heart of Tivoli Gardens.
Army and police would enter. So in at the same time when you see Seago say boom bam bam, in a theme place when there, you can't enter. Now if you have a politician and politician love you, a doctor and professors and scientists and them people that come out there, and no gunshot and people for dead. And foolishness. Me not believe in that. Me not believe in that, man. And that's straight. You see me I say? Yeah, man. See? Me not believe in them things, man. The whole of this a foolishness. You understand? The whole of that a foolishness. So me burn them thing there. See? But this and the first time to the Cuban this. What we not do to the Cuban if you stop it? Garbage. When you run through the whole of this, you understand, you're not even police and you don't know that. Over the world. Not even police going there. Seago himself. Who them? You can't go there. So it's a state within a state. And now you have more problem and people want to push it under a bus and push it aside. No. You know, if you remember, you know, you have to study the fast if you have a better future. Don't fool yourself. And them fool enough for the youth, them make enough for the youth, them lost them life. You know? Them lost them life. See? So, you see, man, and I will on this. That's why me tell the youth them forget wise up, you know. You see me I say? Them have forget wise up. So same time you ask some man there, so you wanna have them there around. When you hear when them mash up there, you hear North America mash up and that kind of thing. So, you know, these vegan pan one hand, but you can't get a nice one pan the other hand. People afraid to talk about these things. Well, you know, we're the renegade, you know, we just start the thing them straight. You see me I say? Yeah. And we are saying when we stop the Cuban, these like all these kind of things. How much people Cuban can't see dead in the country? How much you can attribute to them? How much of them you can blame? Say, Cuba come here and Cuba walk and kill out people and do all kind of things. How much Cuban you can't come and say mix up in the lottery scamming and them things. I can't tell us the Chinese are mixed up in that. Chinese are take a killing off one Jamaican right now. We can't tell us the Chinese are lottery scam big, you know. Chinese are locked down the place, you know. Carrying pay bogus goods and all kind of things. When you say communists now, what you call communists? When you have them invite them and do all kind of little things, you know, allow the Cuban them alone, stop on no foolishness. Dr. Crab, you me a chat too. You understand? You know, so I pay a thing my finger to you, you know. You understand? You have to stop your foolishness, man. You understand? Yeah, man. People them for rise up against that, man. What kind of foolishness that? You can't anger the people themselves. When we see the Cuba, if you play out this, yeah, say John Moore. We have to study these things most of the time. See? When we see the Cuban girl, I tell us, no, not like this. What are you talking about? For me, granny come look for me. Me have to show him what we own, what we this, what we that. I go on like at some big countries or what have you. If you come do what? Stop on the foolishness. See? So somebody I put up the book and say, you know, Jamaica can't go this and that. Just look at the country where them can go. Yeah? Most of the country in the Caribbean where you think them can go, they might turn it, you know, going so easy. They might ask if you have visa, but they turn it back so easy. So which other country them can go? Look at the Caribbean and look on a Barbados book where it can carry you go. When look on Barbados book, how much country it carry you go. And look on Jamaican book and just look on the country. Just Google Jamaican book, Jamaican passport, one way it can go. You see me I say? It mad. You understand? It mad. You see it? Yeah, man, we soon cross over 8 o'clock, man. We soon cross over, man. We're up, Jeffrey, man. We're up. Come board up the place. Yeah, man. See? Just look where the book carry you go. When more want to know, just go take a look. See? More want to know, Google it now and take a look. We know the foolishness. Stop anger the people them. So you can't have a pandemic and people them take out. Remember, you know, it's right around the world. And them can get nearly 150 of them medical practitioners. See, that will take 4 years and train. Eh? 4 years you got change some nurse and them thing that them are give up. Everything answer boom bam bam. I doctor them. Them do so much thing for the country. But see them give much bulb. And bulb take it away look at 200 million around pan that. Yeah? Yeah. Where I free them give. All they need for do enough to distribute them bulb there enough. Just drop it off for the school them and you put them in the youth them look a school bag, make them carry it home. You don't need to spend the money. You know? But when you look bulb name caught up when you look at $200 million. You know another foolishness neither, you know. Burn them, you know. You understand? Yeah, man. Yeah, you understand? No bulb man is supposed to cast up in these kind of little things. But burn that. But burn that. You understand? Yeah, but you have to face reality. Or you have a Cuban young miss come here. Let me just play her back again. What's she there? Let me play her back. I have to find her and play her back right now. Cuba. You have a look at Cuban young miss. Cuban medical doctor come in a place. Let me see if I find look at Cuban young miss and now. Well, I tell you what I'm going in a Cuba. This bad. And then you talk about you can remove this because them are go through Central America. Them not come through Jamaica, but them are use Jamaica for what? Stop make the court come never
You
place.
know about Cuba, part 18. Jamaica discontinues 3-day visa for Cubans. If you're new here, I am Cuban and I live in Jamaica. And if you're not so new here, you have seen me share the struggles of a Cuban to leave Cuba. We have it hard. Living Cuba is difficult. Just to come to Jamaica, you need a high-polluted visa process. Like if I want my grandmother to come visit me, I have to show the immigration services here my letter with all the money I have in the bank, with all the properties that I have here, a job letter saying how much money I make, and my family then will go and apply for a visa there, and they have to go through an interview process just like going to America, just like how.
But I mean, but people, let me tell you this. Let me tell you, I'm here some man come and talk to me about no put on Jamaica. When I forget to you know. Remember the renegade this sinners, them thing that hurt me. You just send this is what 2023, so 2022, 2021. Them just send a bag of doctor and everything for save our people. But uno couldn't save. Up to the doctor and nurse, them a run. That's why Jordan end up lost her life because them things they shove the little thing they were run. And when you look, them put her from what Anjos, send her go up Spanish Town, them no want to deal with her, them and just baby shaving and feel some pain, you know. Them induce labor upon her, she feel the pain, and you have her there push her all over the place to say she lose her life. She lost her life. Cuban have them kind of murder rate that were going up there now kind of thing. A matter of fact, the amount of doctor and thing them produce, them can afford to produce. We should have use a method there and say, yeah, I want some of them teacher, invite some of them teacher to teach our people. And that's what we do. Invest in that. See, that them are send go all of Africa, go save African too. In at the same time. But crab, you see, try to talk about them are use. Use what? But yes, still the coke can't come at the coke port. And the big boys, them can't get to and rap people. And when you look, places of your shut down and nothing. Hey, when they forget to, you know. You call her, what go on? Yeah, man.
When they call them attacks to go and tell them shit about the Cuban them, you be telling me they know say Cuban do more to Jamaica more than Dr. Crab.
Crab don't do nothing but walk sideways. Crab don't do nothing to Jamaica. Crab mash up film mix up in too much thing and too much WikiLeaks and too much cable and too much name call down so. Crab don't do nothing better.
I want to know say GC fast like Cuban Billy.
Of course.
Cuban Billy.
Of course.
Grab the mask like Cuban Billy.
You see it? Them to stop the foolishness, brother. Yeah, man. And you have to put the people them through this.
I wish I Jamaica them live in. You want them where they want Jamaica there. I wish I Jamaica them live in.
I don't know, sir. But we against them thing there, you know. We against them for them thing, you know. Because you talk about people, yes, still 12,000 gone through Mexico, Jamaican. The first this ever happened in the history. You have so much people lift up last year over 12,000. Every year you have 4,000 around through border. Them see that? And them hear them when them come on with them foolishness. Oh, it's a smuggling ring. People are take them thing and go about them business. Them not have no work, them not have nothing at all, and them are try run through border. Up to Jamaica join it to backside. Eh?
How do them?
Yeah, man, them a push them luck too much now, man.
Cuba offer nothing to Jamaica but pay good and greatness. Look how much you got Cuba go get a better education and trade where they can't go live off. Eh?
Yeah.
And we cost them nothing at all. But ever since, doctor, everything, the best eye doctor them who ever turn up to Jamaica at all time when it comes to a health crisis.
Me say when the whole world start nurse and doctor and them now boom bam bam, you know, Cuba send for the member, you know. I think we can take them out and them a come face it for our people, them, you know. And I show them how to deal with it, you know. Eh? Or and them face it head on, them on the front line. Face it head on. Oh, you repair them people here. With them kind of thing. I tell us I eat that thing. Not even not here run off good and you do this to the people. Them feel good, man. Eh?
Cuba never give me nothing answer we owe them, you know. Never.
Yeah, you see me I say? Cuba not make them owe them. Cuba just angry or good. And I kill like them I said, you want to show them love. And we show them love. But you have some guy that behave like them as some little mama guy. You understand? Yeah, man.
I don't say my but he come like some of them. They live in a one different. They live in an anti-Jamaica. It's an anti-Jamaica they live in.
You have to stop it, man. When we say arms house, we burn arms house, you know. You're not friend thing with nobody.
We can't stop. We can't stop, man.
Yeah.
We can't stop, man.
Yeah, man. We're not arms house, man.
We're not let you down not even notch, you know.
Brother, me tell them, say, no care, you see me smile and no care, you see me. One thing with me, I'm going to put up the arms house, you know. So me will listen a guy. But you see, when you flip and me know say it's wrong, I tell you say it's wrong. And you can't get me know in that hypocrite style with no guy. When you come chat and me come green your teeth. You got, if you chat some things you don't like and for you throw me off, you have attack at the same time. And that's me. So me you can't reason, you know, but you see what all them things now what we know say this a idiot thing because we have figure out everything what Cuba do for a long time, you know. We show them angry, you know. Eh? We're not guess. Same?
I say what we want, I say things to make people feel good. We are talking about
sure, man. And then you get up and deal with them like this. I mean, I say, oh, if you deal with the people them like this. Oh, I'm told.
But look on just what they were in the pandemic. Just look
and just gone, it never gone good. And then she said, our granny want come and she have to show them one bag of things. And it's hard. You have to do it like you come out. Who da want come and be a gunshot a bus and when you look here, you drop down in some sinkhole. You know have no good road in the interior of the country. And you know people not have no food. Or be a zinc fence and all kind of things that run in that place. And when you look them not have no job at $9,000 a week. You know, minimum wage. And you know if they have no job. And when them say boom bam bam. Let me tell you this. Jamaica, Bank of Jamaica do is go around and check on the foreign investors their money and then shelter them just gather it, you know, and divide it with the people them like you have something. You don't have nothing, brother. You don't have no bank book. So you're not earning this money. I'm tell them the truth. So can we know about all of these things? So me know the foolishness. And I wear them I tell you we are talking about reality. Because we there in every ghetto. I remember me stand up to ghetto people, you know. Yeah, so them can't. Yeah, man. So they can't get to the switch, man. Yeah. We get out. But we not burn bridge. We want to see the betterment of the place.
We can't do that. We place that, you know.
Yeah, man. So we want to see the betterment of the place. So, yeah, man.
I greatest place that for earth.
And they don't know it. You understand?
That's why certain guy already don't want to keep it himself.
And then I tell government, don't tell me nothing at all about the place better off and them things. Always see me listen. Because hear this. If we have no plane for ourselves, we feel advance. If we did have 5 planes, we feel have around 100 now. A fly and thing. Now the plane, we should have flyers and plane go everywhere. every destination. We don't have none for ourselves. Okay. If we have train, we should have underground now. If we don't have nothing, the locomotive we make from the 1800, we have a draw two little thing and put a flag on it. That's so embarrassing. That's not a train. That's not ready yet. That's not a train. You see?
They should have tried to tell them government say with the way behind we reach way out there and turn back and fall back.
Yeah. We have ferry. When we look at God, we don't have a ferry, look at engine boat them and them have. We should have some bigger thing now. We should have even one ship now and go for one aisle. So we don't have to pay them bill there. You know, them have to come deliver. We have one aisle. And we have some other ship now. A sail off and a drop off our own food now. Jamaica and export food and we have our own ship. North America and then we're going to Europe. You know, even the diaspora, we're full of food, brother. You understand? Grow ourselves out of the thing. We have bad management over the years, brother. Then forget it, man. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. You see me, I say? Yeah. So, me, I want man, but they can't give me no chocolate and make me go in my head. Hear me now. You see, Bank of Jamaica, buy the way money and them government will pay the 30 million and 20 million. The whole of them for lose them job because them now do not know better. Them are waste of time. So when they put out something in that time, number one, I meet them at top two. Because the money, them for just, man, the whole of them, man, them are garbage. So I don't want nobody come tell me about no Bank of Jamaica and when man say about this and that. Them for just, them are going to print new money. Or if you take over $1 billion, $2 billion, go print new money when the road them want to fix. Yeah, better, them for going, man.
The operation of Jamaica right now is a gangster thing.
Yes.
The whole Bank of Jamaica, when they call it one, the governor general right now.
The governor general. Them for going, man. When they do them thing, them get me up, and I tell them, so they renegade no ramp, you know. Zane, and the man that will this. And them can't make me talk when them attack, it don't make no sense. Don't show me no statistic when it make no sense, no realistic. Me, I go burn it out. See? Them know say I'm not a big friend neither, so you know my style, my style already. Yeah, man.
Even the DPP, see? The time when the Prime Minister set him an ask the Governor General to extend the woman time after the woman time up and the woman age up. He never know the law. The Governor General know the law.
Yeah, but you got about that woman forgot one got to my Santa. You have deputy DPP, you have couple already. Yeah, she forgot to my Santa. Christmas done long time. Yeah. She will just go out yard, go get a cat, go play with her or something. Because she one-sided, you know. She's dangerous, you know. She's dangerous to society. She and the one named Google Gaga. Him and no police. Google Sir Google, she is no police. And him just hang on for the $18 million for what? Eh? Pampers not so expensive, man. But
it's a gang thing, man. It's a gang thing, man. A gang thing. A government gang, you know?
Yes.
Because you man tell them, man, attack already, man. A badness government, man.
But no, but you see, we not there for all of them accountable. You know, remember, you know?
Hey, Mr. Wayne.
Yes.
Mr. Wayne. Remember, in the parliament, there, you know, you have rape in there, you know, you have murder in there, you know. You have scammer in there, you know.
I hear for them thing now, when them talk, oh, you must talk that you can't do this to a politician, no, you do it to a common Jamaican. We're not servant of the people, not work for the people. So if we're not servant of the people, why we don't want to be above the people? Now hear that?
Yeah.
Remember, you know, we not build me. Me and somebody say something, and I say, hey, me a planet, you know. Yes, me a planet. Yeah, but them I work for the people in this, so. Me, anywhere me go, me and me. That's why I like to see them CV, you know. Because when we touch the world, me and me, you know. And so me just easy myself. Me a planet. And I just star, me a planet. Yeah? Yes. And but me easy. Because you me get to it and me just like cool and everything there. But no boy can't step on me, man. Me not allow that. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. So them have to know when them approach me, you know. If you approach me right now, you can't reason. But don't do anything where you see you do wrong, like a bunny. Yeah, man. Yeah, say, man. Nah, I'm put them on here, you know. You see? Yeah, man, they don't need this, man. I never put them. Let me tell them to free up the Cubans.
What you mean, man?
What are this a garbage? Saying?
Everything, man. Everything with them do a foolish shit.
Oh, people will just come help your country. And you don't look upon that as greatness. Eh?
We don't know how we crap say, man. Where is the man? Again, anything they can get, not now for that.
And attack for the next country. But hear this now. When them talk about, oh, the people, them are human beings. Oh, them are going to North America. When you don't stop the drugs from coming our country and make it go up in North America, them that kill the people them in North America, that if you do. Oh, it's in the airport, that one know. Which one of the big boys them have it? The one of the big boys them have it. Eh? And I get up people one, you know.
Can't stop them.
Then that we want him to stop. You understand? So I have to burn him out. Yeah, man, we are talking about, man. To have a beer fire for another week. We are talking about, man. You're against the Cuban, you're against us, too, man. Stop it, man. I will nearby them, our brother and sister, them, man. Yeah, man.
I see him, man. Turn up on platform for Mike, you know. I say crime a big business at Jamaica, you know.
Yeah, oh.
I see him grab the say that, you know.
Oh.
And him talks out of his mouth, you know. So crime a big business. So when him a fight crime, you don't like been telling people which one I crime you a fight or which party crime the way you a fight. Because for big business, how you go fight on big business?
Better man want to fight crime. Crime monster can't fight crime. You know what I'm talking about, brother?
Remember some months before the man become Minister of Security.
Him shouldn't have the job.
Police in a shootout down a yard.
He shouldn't have the job. He shouldn't get the job. And then when matters were said about him a deputy prime. When you never give somebody, yeah, the job the deputy prime minister. Give one of them. Give somebody else. Let him get deputy prime minister for what? Eh? That now make him get no visa. I train down no visa now. Him say him a style for one way. He can't go in America, you know. So him a do something like him a do something. I'm a tough more and then give not influence them for give him something and them just lock on. We make them design a handcuff for the claw then. We have to design a handcuff for a claw, you know. We have to design a handcuff. Yeah, man. For claw, for one up and claws. Yeah, man.
Look here, Mr. Wayne.
Yes.
It's a pattern we live right there out. You remember when James Roberts they call up and they take away visa. We see I got him, Deputy Prime Minister.
Okay.
You remember that?
Okay, me no pick up. He was a deputy. Me never pick up say he was a deputy prime minister.
Yeah, man, he was a deputy.
James
James
was a deputy prime minister.
Yes.
When?
You know, see?
He's a young youth, you know, James. James?
James Roberts. And they take away visa. And he gets, he gets stripped now.
Yeah, man, but remember, Seago was the prime minister, got to 89, from 80 to 89, that wasn't James Roberts' time.
Yeah?
No, man, I'm not James Roberts, man. Remember, say, Pearl to and them, man, the thing, and
we have to, man, James Roberts.
Yeah. I forgot not to come and remember James Roberts in that. You know, my young blood.
Yes, remember when James Roberts just come and the biggest juggies, no matter about us at St. Thomas, man.
Me know about everything at St. Thomas, man. Me know everything I'm going to say. Remember, say, I mean this you talk to, you know. And the man, I will learn this, you know. You understand? But me never know James was a deputy prime minister. I do my card. Me think you share a...
I see him, James Roberts, you know. He'll send me to this guy Venezuela, you know.
Me not talk. Me not talk, you know.
Yeah, but the man, the one of them connected. A connection, man. I see him thing, man.
Yeah, but never know him.
Kind of pattern, man.
Never know James Roberts. James Roberts, I don't think, I go me a say. Him know so old James. Yeah, but me can't show say James Roberts. You know, I call to mind, no, because James Roberts, you know, him that come later in a politics. You understand? Him that come later in a politics, man.
Yeah, man,
No, man. James Roberts was not deputy prime. Because I remember Seago from the 90s. I mean, I said James Roberts are more young youth. And I can run it down and tell you. Me run it down. Me run it down and tell you, man. No, man. Political career. He served as member of parliament. No, member of parliament from 2002. Me after they said, no, man. Member of parliament 2002. He served member of parliament 2002 to president. Remember see this? No, sir. No, yes, sir. No, sir. That me I tell you because James Roberts is not so old enough. You understand? Remember what we talk about when you talk about thing there, fam. Remember me like keep me thing them real, you know. Oh, me have things to go, yeah man. Yeah man. I'm a young youth. Man, I tell about Royal Peralta. Me I tell about who remember. Colonel Charles Desso. Remember the whole of who man. Some of them were gone and some of them were debout and them thing there. When and not even Darrell, I remember Darrell Vaz name called up in a little girl thing. Darrell Vaz's father. Valves, there are valves in the boat. Saying so, and not even Darrell Vaz in the boat. Not James Robert. No, not James Robert, man. Not even, not no, sir. Saying, sure that, man. Yeah. Yeah, but that no, but Seago never win back. Seago never turn back an ex-prime minister, brother. From 89. So 82, 89. Remember, I say that remember good. A stop election going in 83 where man they never contest it. So him just go back and oppose. You understand? And then 88, the election supposed to call 88, then a Gilbert run and then they call 89 and then they wipe him out. 1989, yeah. Yeah, so 88 when the Gilbert did one. Can remember my bill PSK people and them thing, the man. My brain, remember me kind of, but you know, my brain a gone bad yet, you know. It now go back so, you know, to me youthful say me alone, me a super granddad, man. Jane, Douglas Valves was the man there, not even Darrell, because Darrell wasn't, you know. You understand? So yes, Douglas Valves, the man them. So you know, you understand? Me know one who did the boat, man. Royal Peralta, and me know one who did the boat, man. See? Yeah, yeah, man. That me I tell you, man. Yeah. Not leader, not as a leader. Yeah, no deputy prime minister, no not all. Him couldn't run it. No. Him I think him did not the one who try move Seago from the post as a opposition leader. Yes, he was one of them. Yeah. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. My brain a click, you know. My brain a click like click. You know, me know. Them know so me no do talk like that, and my brain sharp, you know. You know, if it too back, but we can't draw back. Can't be so soup, you know. Me like me a library, you know. Me not just like I look at one encyclopedia, you know. Me a library, you know. About the way there. See? So my brain click, man. Yeah, man. Can them that sell zinc from that in a remember when them that sell the zinc from in a 88 when the zinc ends up at 89. Me some man so now it know from 88, 89 when the election. Yes. Yeah, man, cause zinc and people start sell zinc and get zinc and them go boom bam bam. When they get zinc to give it. Yeah, man. After I come out, so them sell zinc and sit, you know. Yeah, man. They waste up to, you know. They don't pass a sea, you know. All zinc waste, you know. Yeah, well, me no know if it me know enough zinc buy. I mean, know some people get right up for zinc. I mean, know passed away, go claim zinc and get too much zinc. And some man long them face. So you know, remember the come and fix enough place, make enough old people place so I feel bill free, you know. In a 88, you know. That me I tell some people, you know. But a long time I do them thing, you know, brother. So, you know, so this a man, my brain intact, man, my good man. Anyway, me see my time I kick off this, I know my birthday, you know, we come here about stuff, so. Me there, yes, sir. Let's keep it up, see away, man. No, man, me there, man, you know, sir, when me a blade, when you talk about volcano, man. Me there, yeah? Bless, oh. You see the body gas station there? Yes. You have it there, you know. I just call me back as it's done. Cause remember when nobody got session I just I want to call me phone a ticket and remember so we have the run things fest about two the bodyguard thing, me just want done with the bodyguard thing the next 2 weeks and then the run things fest that I blow up. You so me start show the advertisement every day. Okay. Yeah, every day. Cause I remember a big thing that a festival. See?
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man. So that a kick. So call me as me done. Call me, I go on a thing. As me done, you just shout me back. Yeah? And we are one par, you know. I'm a team. Cause my team there, you know. Cause my team. Wait, the whole team. I'm a whole team at the boat, man. When me are rolling on, me different, you know. Me like a president still, you know. Like a US president. Eh?
No, me I said they must think so you alone. They
No man. Them know man, that's fine. Them know man, them know say, yeah man, them know say, he's a man I alone some this when I take time. Alright, no so not man, we're up. Bless. Yeah man, cool. Yeah man, I'm going to go across the sand, you know. Jeff, I'm sure 8 o'clock, so it start already to make a knock in and now and yeah man, go blaze 2 fire around this, you know. Yeah man. But make them have to free up the Cubans. Eat that thing. Let me play a she before me leave out here, so. Let me play her right away. Let me play her right here, so. Get her?
Things you didn't know about Cuba, part 18. Jamaica discontinues 3-day visa for Cubans. If you're new
3-day
here,
visa.
I'm Cuban and I live in Jamaica. And if you're not so new here, you have seen me share the struggles of a Cuban to leave Cuba. We have it hard.
Yeah.
Leaving Cuba is difficult. Just to
Living in
come to
Jamaica.
Jamaica, you need a highfalutin visa process. Like if
Yeah,
I
there.
want my grandmother to come visit me, I have to show the immigration services here my letter with all the money I have in the bank, with all the properties that I have here, a job letter saying how much money I make, and my family then will go and apply for a visa there, and they have to go through an interview process just like going to America. Just like how you apply for a visa to go to America, I saw a Cuban have to do to come to Jamaica. Now, I'm gonna share with you the reasons behind this. So, Jamaica had to act against transit abuse by Cubans, according to Mr. Shan. And they cannot allow the abuse of using Jamaica as an illegal transit point. You're late. I want you to pay special attention to this last paragraph here. The United States has complained about an influx of Cuban travelers who have been making their way to the US-Mexico border. Now, I will reserve my opinion on this one. As I said, I am Cuban. I live in Jamaica. I live Yeso, okay? But you read the news. You read the reason behind why. And they have to control using Jamaica as a point for illegal. All I have to say about that is that you are late. The United States have changed their laws. What this has caused is just preventing regular people Cubans who had a little money, who could have come to Jamaica, to not be able to do that anymore. Nobody now come here so to go to America again. That's not aware again. But anyways, I saw it go. As long as happy, happy wife, happy life.
Yeah? But there, leave the Cuban them alone, crab. Leave the Cuban. Maybe when that time catch you a land crab, you might out strain of them water. Nothing a strain of people them water and them, Fisher line, they might pick you up. Be careful. But there, Me gonna go burn some more fire. So later, yeah, me up. Remember tomorrow, so we have a big thing there. Town hall meeting. So you know that go already. So we blaze some fire. Yeah? All right, tomorrow. Bless up.